What up, guys? Back again for episode 2. My name is Brian Johnson, owner of Complete Fitness for Women, Knockout Fitness, and we are here with the Fit Table podcast, bringing fitness, focus, and nutrition to the table. Guys, today we're going to start out with your why. What brought you to the gym, not Complete Fitness for Women in general, but to working out activity in general? Kalisha, go ahead and start that out. What brought you, what put you into the mindset of I'm getting my tail up, I'm going into the gym?
It was complete, but I have two reasons. My first reason was I just needed to get back to me. And also, I needed me time. Going to the gym at 5 a.m., I'm just Kalisha. That's it. I'm not mom. I'm not wife. I'm not sister, cousin, anything. I am just Kalisha, and that is just my time. And that was very important for my mental, because the minute I hit the door, it's time, it's go time, and there's no stop until everybody is asleep. This morning when I came home, the minute I came home from the gym, the dog was at the front door waiting on me, and my oldest son was there with his Nerf gun, like he was protecting the house or whatever. But so yeah, it was just a way for me to have some time to myself and to get my mental right, because just being able to disconnect for a little bit, it helps you show up better during the day. And then my other reason was, which I will say this until the cows come home. Is that what they say? I think so. Um, my oldest son, because I have to be strong enough to be able to help him get dressed, get out of the bathtub, get his day started. He will forever need assistance, and me gaining weight and not being able to move and be flexible and to help him is not benefiting him. And plus, just whatever I do, the family does. However I eat, he eats. Because I provide all of his meals. Now, granted, he has his honey bun and his fruit snacks, because if not, he'll tear all this up. But for the most part, whatever I do, they do, and it just makes the household run smoother, a lot smoother.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Vanessa, what you got?
So to kind of piggyback off Kalisha, mine was very similar. And mine also was complete fitness, because before that it was high school Weight Watchers. And I don't know that I was necessarily working out when I was doing Weight Watchers. I think I was just walking. I definitely was not lifting any sort of weights. Um, and honestly, back then I was a senior in high school and my goal was to be skinny. um Not to be like the word healthy didn't even come to mind, because I thought skinny was healthy. But now, having a different mindset, my why is my mental health first and foremost, because having that mental health release and releasing that stress allows me to be a better mom, to be a better wife, friend, colleague. Not having that time to myself to really release all the things that are weighing on my chest is just not healthy. It's if you don't have a release, it just sits there. So that is my biggest why, to have, like Kalisha said, to have that me time, to just be Vanessa, to really connect with all the things my body actually can do and challenge myself to meet any personal goals that I may have set, to really be like, wow, I can't believe I just survived that boot camp, or I can't believe I ran the whole time when we were doing the light posts, or just really put myself in awe and realize that I can do these things if I really put my mind to it. So that's
Sure.
my number one. My number two is definitely my family, my children. I have teenage daughters, and I really just want to be here for them. I want to be around someday if I have grandchildren. I want to be here for my family and just take the best care of myself, to also, like Kalisha said, to set an example, to show them that you can do hard things.
Yep. What you got, Christina?
Well, mine's pretty much similar to the other two ladies, but ultimately, when I first joined the gym, it was goals. That was a long time ago, goals and the why, and then I went over to complete. But ultimately, for me, it was I just wanted to be back to what I felt was normal me. I had gained so much weight because of taking care of everybody else but myself. I always put myself last. So to kind of reiterate what the ladies were saying, it became more than just becoming healthy. At that point, it became to help with my mental health, how to deal with stress. Stress is a big part of our lives, but it's also a big part of being healthy. Is to learn how to control your stress, your anxiety, be able to play with my kids and do the things that they're doing, running around, jumping on the trampoline. Mom, get on the trampoline, and you're just so exhausted you can't even get on there because you have literally put yourself last and kind of just did not take care of myself. I didn't. Had so much going on in life. There were so many roles that I was playing. The mom, the wife at the time, a student, an employee. I was playing all these roles, but didn't play the role that I needed to play for Christina. So that was part of the reason. And then it just was really, once I got in there, realized that I feel good. This is the one thing I can control. I can get in here, I can be myself, put on my nice little playlist, and just have no cares in the world and literally deal with whatever's going on in my head and be able to deal with situations better. Um, so that was ultimately the part of that. And again, I when I got in there more and more, I just wanted to be strong. I wanted to be the healthier version of myself, just because later in life, I do want to be able, I'm a kid at heart. So I want to get on the floor and roll around with my grandkids. I want to go to playgrounds and swing on swings and slide on slides and still be in my late 40s, you know? So, um, that is really why it definitely was from being healthy to being healthy mentally, emotionally, and physically. So,
That's what's up.
yep.
Mine pretty much is the same as you guys. Now currently, of course, is for my baby girl, plain and simple. Longevity, being active enough. I just don't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? I want to be
Yeah.
actively here. You know what I'm saying? Actively here with her. Um, already know she gonna be active. Like that's a given. That girl's gonna be in every freaking sport I could possibly get her into. You know what I'm saying? I want to be right there helping her out. Totally helping her out. My other big why, man, was for it really wasn't even for me. It was for a lot of individuals here that I started training. So when I first got here I was in the military, Fort Bragg. Fort Bragg sent me here to recruit in the recruiting station at right beside the old Rush gym. And I had about 15 women that I was training at the time, and we were training in the Rush gym, and they could not stand that atmosphere whatsoever. They couldn't stand it. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed they had a room in the Rush gym that was a side room with a treadmill, like set of dumbbells, set of barbells, and that was it. So that's where you went to, this little closet of a room. That's where you went to when you didn't want to be out in the masses. That was my other why. That was my initial why. This whole piece, man. I wanted a space whereby women could come to the same weights, if not better, the same equipment, if not better, than your regular box gym or commercial gym. Come to get strong, understand the equipment. What I found out was a lot of individual women did not understand the equipment, so they did a lot of the group classes, a lot of the group classes. I wanted to switch that around totally, not take away the group classes from them, but to have to understand what the equipment was. You know what I'm saying? So when they left my location, I don't expect nobody to stay in my location forever. So when they leave my location understanding and knowing every one of those pieces of equipment that every other gym pretty much has. So that was like my other why. What with you guys was like your biggest win? Like for some it's like a box jump, for some it's 10 pull-ups, for some it's 3 pull-ups. We're kind of jumping off here right now, but we're talking about this. Like I want to know what you guys your biggest accomplishment was that you've had.
For
Christine, you
me,
go ahead and start.
specific. Oh,
Or either one, it doesn't matter. Go ahead.
My biggest win was just being strong. I'm 46 years old and I'm in the best health ever. So my biggest win was the fact
Isn't
I
that
can
crazy?
do more
I try to
now
cut you
as
off. Isn't that crazy? Not trying to cut you off, but isn't that crazy that you would think in your 20s that you were your strongest? Like,
right.
yes, it's crazy.
And I am at my most healthiest peak in my mid 40s versus when I was in my 20s. I was very athletic as a 20-year-old, and again, I had kids at a young age, and life just started life, and weight fluctuated, things of that nature. But my biggest win was literally just getting with Ray and realizing how strong I actually am and how much weights that he puts on now. I give Ray a hard time just as much as the ladies give us a hard time in boot camp. I look at
Yeah,
him, I was like, oh, he's on some BS today. But I do it, and it's a total shock that I can really do that. And so for me, it's realizing as a woman how strong we actually can be. That
yes.
to me was definitely my big win is that strength.
And for those who don't know who Ray is, Ray, you might hear me talk about these two guys a lot, man. But Ray, out of Super Fitness, and John Jolly. Um, Ray, phenomenal. John Jolly, phenomenal. I have a lot of the women at the gym that I actually push off to both of those guys. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I have individuals that are couples, and when I can't service them or what have you, you know what I'm saying? I definitely push them off to either Ray, John Jolly.
Ray is my personal trainer.
Yes. Ray is the personal trainer from out of Super Fitness.
Hmm.
And John Jolly is independent, but he does nutrition as well.
Yep.
Guys, go ahead. Vanessa, Kalisha, either one of you two.
So my biggest accomplishment I feel like was when you had the bench press class, which I want you to bring back, by the way. Hint, hint. In all the spare time that you have, Brian,
Yeah, exactly.
was just the doing that class and having you build us up each. We did it twice a week. Every time you just added a little bit more weight. And honestly, realizing 60% of it is mental
Yes.
and the rest of it for me was just, believing in myself. And then I have the strength to do it, to press, oh, what would it do, like 150? I think sometimes we even went higher than that. Um, but just to have that encouragement, constant, and really give yourself 100% to this one activity can literally change your life. Like, I would come home and say to my kids and my husband, like, "You're never gonna guess how much I bench pressed today." And they would just look like, "Really, Mom?" And I'm like, "Yes, I did that." Um, it's
Yep.
just wild to me to think that, I mean, 150 pounds is like a high school student.
Literally.
I mean, that's just crazy to me, but it was for me at that time a huge accomplishment because I never thought in my wildest dreams I would be even lifting weights. That was never a thing. Um,
True.
Most women we're taught to do cardio, um, and not necessarily lift weights. But now, times have changed and they realize that the lifting weights is a huge part of health for women.
It is. Most certainly. In general, women, men, like in general, man. Like it's that myth that I've always asked every time. Every time I even mention strength training. Why am I gonna get huge? Impossible. Unless you're taking something that you shouldn't be taking, unless you're doing a blocker that you shouldn't be taking, you're not going to get huge we're made differently. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Strength training is necessary. It's totally
Yeah.
necessary. And you it's crazy how individuals, man, are locked into believing certain things. Like like we're about to talk about after we talk with Kalisha about the scale, man. Like just that too. Like it's these things that are just embedded in you guys' heads coming up, just locked in place, locked in place. can't lift weights. We gotta do Pilates and yoga. You know what I'm saying? That's all you can do to keep that fit. And it's not the case, man. It is so not the case. But we'll talk about
Right.
that. Kalisha,
Well, I
you
thought about that because when y'all were asking me like, "Oh, you should do bodybuilding competitions," and I was like, "No, I have no desire to do that." And you
I'm not trying
finally
to look like
asked
a
me
man.
why, and I was like, "I don't." I said, "I'm like, I already got broad shoulders. I don't want to look. I have no desire to look like a man." You were like, "What?" Like, no.
Ridiculous. But I can't say
I mean,
ridiculous
but I
because
did. I
you
did think that. I was like, "No, I want to be big like them women that look like I can whoop men's tail." No. I
yeah.
already look mean, and I'm not.
And that's the mindset. That is the freaking mindset, man. It's the mindset that you're going to look like that dude. And it
Yeah.
is impossible for you to look like that dude. Again, unless you're
Right.
taking some type of testosterone or you're taking some type of estrogen blocker. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And there are individuals that do both. Whatever floats their boat, it is what it is. But they individuals that do both. But you are not going to look like that. A man, first and foremost, by lifting weights.
Right.
And actually, each one of you all can attest to that because none of you all look like men. It
Right.
is.
No.
Go ahead, Kalisha.
I would say I have multiple, but like at different times during this journey. So I think
Got it.
for me, like the first one was when I was training with Christina and she had us doing leg press. And I don't remember what the number was, but it was close to 300. I was like, there is absolutely no way. But like being
380.
able to do that and then like we have video and pictures, and I'm like, I did that. Like Vanessa said, like you hear that number and you're like, there is absolutely positively no way that I'm gonna be able to do that. And then
Yeah.
when you do it, you're like, it ain't nothing that I can't do now. Like that's crazy. And then in boot camp, for me, since we've already talked about the burpees that Brian claims he don't like, but anyway, being able to do burpees for a complete minute was like a check, because that's work, and to be able to constantly just up down up down up down
Mm-hmm.
accomplishment. I will say my accomplishment now, because I think sometimes we talk about like how did you start your fitness journey, and like when you got to that, whatever that was for you, if it was that weight or that strength or whatever. But like for me is I did that. I got to what I felt like was the best shape of my life. Life happened, Perry happened, and all of that is gone. And I'm starting from zero. And so accomplishment for me now is just walking back into the gym, even though not train, but teach every week. It's different when it's you. So to be able to walk back into the gym and get back into boot camp was an accomplishment for me, because I wanted to do it for months, but I just didn't. It's hard to go from the best shape of your life to not the best shape and then get back on the horse.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
extremely hard.
I had a conversation with what you just said, man. I had a conversation with an individual. She's been going to the gym for quite some time. Like when I first started, would do boot camp, strength train, boot camp, strength train. COVID really messed up a lot of individuals, man. Like
Yeah.
COVID messed up a lot of individuals. When you are so used, you don't realize how much you continually doing something puts you in that situation in regards to your strength. You know what I'm saying? When you
Yeah.
stop doing something, I could stop again. I think we talked about this last time. I could stop with my bench press 1 week, not hit a bench press at all for that 1 week, and we'll come back that following week and will be totally nothing close to what I did, you know what I'm saying, that week before. From 1 week, we were down, and it's crazy to even think about. We were down for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And that was 2 years of pretty much no activity whatsoever. We were locked down. Headspace was gone.
Yeah, mental
Motivation
gone.
was gone. You didn't know what tomorrow looked like. We really didn't, because if you would have ever told either one of us that we would have been locked down in a house with masks on our face for 2 years, I would have laughed at you. You'd have laughed at me all day,
Yeah.
every day. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? That
Mhm.
happened. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That freaking happened, man. And for you to do that, to be in that movement, that concept, I call it functional muscle. You have an individual that does strength training and strength training only. That's what they do. Strength training and strength training only. I am more towards that functional muscle piece, whereby I can still bench press 280, 300 pounds, and then still get out there and run 3 to 5 miles. That's functional
Yeah.
muscle. My piece is you go from functional muscle training to pretty much nothing. And you want to get back, like you mentioned, you want to get back, but you're trying, okay, let me see. Let me start back. January, we're getting back in there. You know what I'm saying? You're never going to get it in your mind. You're never going to get it at the house. Let me build up at the house. So then when I get to that position or that level, so then I'll come back into the gym. That day is never going to happen. Like, that's almost like you try to, it's almost as though that you're, and I know where the mindset comes from because I've asked a couple of individuals. They said it without saying it. They looked apart. They looked apart in the beginning. And I'm
Yeah.
trying to make sure I get this right. I don't want to
Yeah.
step on the toes. They looked a certain part in the beginning. They don't want to come back into the gym with the same, and that key word right there should say everything. The same family and friends, which you shouldn't have a problem with anyway. The same
Right.
family and friends that they were with initially, for them to see them how they are now.
Yeah.
First of all, get that out your head. You know what I'm saying? Because you're coming to the gym to remain that way. You know what I'm saying? You don't go to the gym to look good first to go to the gym later. You know what I'm saying? I got to look good to go to the gym, so I got to get myself prepared so I can go to the gym. That's not how it works. And a lot of individuals can't get that out of their head. Look, we all fall. Each of
Yeah.
us have fallen. I've
Life,
fallen, you've fallen.
life happens.
Get your ass right back up. Get back in the gym. I don't care if you put on 15, 20, 30 pounds. You know what I'm saying? You're back
Yeah.
in the place that you're supposed to be at to get back to that level.
Yeah.
You're not going to get back to that level at your house. You're not going to
Yeah.
get back to that level. It's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen at all. And then they end up falling. And that, unfortunately, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? That's a big problem. What I see with you guys in regards to the big trophy, you know what I'm saying, high five piece with each and every last one of you guys, man. Again, I've noticed from the day I started this, man, going forward, I have videos of individuals, man, of doing certain things, videos, pictures of individuals back in the day, you know what I'm saying, that are still at the gym right now. I've seen you guys grow. I've seen each and every last one of you guys grow. And if I were to ask each and every last one of y'all, the first day I saw you in that gym, do you see yourself being an instructor, trainer, on stage competition, going to a High Rocks event? You would look at me, each
You're
of you,
crazy.
not just you guys, like all of you guys, but you would look at me and laugh your asses off. Dude, I'm just in here right now trying to handle business, plain and simple. You talking all
Right.
this, man. It's crazy the transition. I see the transition in all of you all, man. I see the transition in every instructor I got in the gym right now. I see the transition from every trainer I have in the gym right now. Total transition. That to me is a huge freaking talking point, man. And I don't think it's pushed enough in regards to you know what I'm saying, your big high five moment. I
Yeah.
really don't, man.
But I think that's a high five for you too, because you made the environment to where we felt comfortable enough to not
Absolutely.
only better ourselves, but get behind you and better others. Like we felt
Right.
comfortable enough, motivated enough, passionate enough to be like,
Inspired
okay,
enough.
I'm
Yeah.
inspired enough to be like, okay, I can do that too. Yeah, because at one point when I was training with Christina, she was like, you could be a trainer, and I'm like, you're crazy. You're funny. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Like you
But
can.
like, yeah. So that's
Yeah.
that's your you made the environment. Like I tell people all the time, it feels like family. It feels like home. Like it is a
Does.
complete 2000 no judgment zone. Like I have never felt judged. And going back to me saying, okay, it was kind of hard for me to come back. That was all me. That's all internal. That's me feeling like I'm showing up different, but that had nothing to do with anybody ever making me feel any type of way in that building.
And that's what I'm getting at. It's in your own head. Like it's in
Yeah,
your
that's
own head that
completely
okay,
internal.
I used to demonstrate for him. Or I used to
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
It does not matter. It does
Felicia
not
was my demo
freaking
girl.
you are a freaking human being, man. You are human and everybody collectively went through the same thing. Everybody
Yeah,
did.
Right.
Yep.
Everybody went through the same lockdown moment. Everybody tried to do something. Everybody went through the same moment. So how you toughed it through and the next person toughed it through is two totally different things. Two totally different
yeah.
things.
But it also attests to how much the physical part of it helps your mental. If you're
Yes.
physical, if you are
Yes.
doing what you and it doesn't have to be boot camp or strength I mean, you
No.
know, that the nicety. I mean, just moving your body,
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
it helps your mental. Like
Yes.
getting up, getting it done just makes my day run so much smoother. But on the days where I can't get up and get it done, the anticipation of, okay, I can go at 30 or I can go at 30, still, it helps your mental. It gives you
Yep.
It
something to
does.
look forward to. And you know, the minute you're done, no matter how bad it is, that you'll feel so much better after it's
Yes.
over.
You didn't die.
You
You
didn't die.
didn't.
I didn't die today.
You might have
That was
suffocated,
an
but you didn't die.
It felt
accomplishment.
like it, but you didn't.
After every row, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to run this time. And I would go out there and I'd
And
run.
your ass got
And then
right
I
back out
came
there and
back
ran.
and I was like, I
Yes.
don't think I'm gonna do the next one because I it's just too much. And I would go out there and run. And then the
Yes.
last one, I
Yes.
was like, I'm
Yes.
not doing this
Yes.
last one. But you're like, I mean, you've come this far, you might as well finish it.
Yep.
Yes. And then you got the other individuals you're looking, like I said before, man, people see you and you don't know they see you. Like you're looking at other people as well. You're looking at her and you are gauging her up and down, and you're like, okay, if she's getting out there, she ran this entire thing last time. I'm
Mhm.
doing the same the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's you're pushing each other and don't even know
Yeah.
you're pushing each other.
And
You
don't
are
even know,
totally pushing
probably
each other.
don't even know their name,
Don't know their
ain't
name,
spoke
nothing.
to them, but still
Nothing.
motivated.
Yes. And that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. We're going into this hibernation. We're going into this hibernation time now, this fall, winter time. And this is when that's what it is, man. It's changing up, it's trying to change up that mindset. That's the mindset I want to change up. That mindset in regard to like the boot camp piece. Boot camp break does not mean, okay, we stopping no more working out for 4 weeks or 3.5 weeks. That does not mean that. You know what I'm saying? By no
Right.
means at all. It's you have got to get out the mindset of, okay, it's fall. This is the hot cocoa, hot chocolate, blanket wrapped up. I'm not gonna do
Soup
nothing
and
until
crackers.
1 January.
It's the
1
eating
January, I'm
season.
right back in, that should not be the mindset. And unfortunately, that is the set mindset now is you're getting ready to relax. I'm gonna eat the foods, get nice and plump, and then 2 January, 5 January, I'm gonna work it off so I can go to the beach. Beach is
Start
over.
the cycle.
Do that
The
same cycle
cycle
all over. It's the
over
same
and
cycle,
over.
and you're breaking yourself down. You can still do all those same things
Yeah.
at a sensible level. You can still eat. Thanksgiving you want to. I did a post the other day about in the nutrition group about going out. Same thing, knocking off of what Vanessa said in regards to the doing your pre-planning with your food. If I know I'm going to Texas Roadhouse, I'm going online, Texas Roadhouse. I'm looking to see what I could possibly get that's even close to what I want in regards to not going crazy with it. And I make the decision right up based off of that and move forward with it and not stress out and sitting back, oh my God, this is Brian Happy going such and such. And right now this is 48 calories. Don't stress, have fun, eat your food, get back to freaking work, plain and simple. It's not about that, man. It's not about that at
Yeah.
all. It's like one of you guys mentioned the other day, man. It's not even. I don't even like using the word diet. It's not
Yeah.
a diet. It's not a
No.
diet. It's
lifestyle.
understanding what. Yes.
Right, it's a lifestyle, and I mean, like I said previously, there's no bad food and good food. Your body needs all the food groups. Your body, I mean, that's what we run on. You just have to be mindful of how much of each food group you're in fact eating.
Yeah.
I hate that word diet. I
I hate it. I hate it
just,
too.
I mean, literally the word
It
die is
sounds
in
like a
it.
bad. Yes, yes, yes. Um, Speaking of all that, we were going from when we were just talking about to that scale number. Um, what experiences have you guys had regarding the scale number? So, example, um, you seen the scale jump up 2 or 3 pounds, or 2 or 3 pounds, 2 or 3 pounds up, and you immediately getting frustrated. Is that now the case? Was that the case previously before understanding all of your data and not using that one freaking BS number to control your entire life? Like what is your mindset now and what was it before? Kalisha, you went for it.
So, I think we talked about this, but my mindset before, when the scale was like the source of truth and I probably weighed every day and then not even thinking about like stress and sleep and just being a woman and hormones and all of that stuff. And you get on the scale and you're like, okay, this is good, this is manageable. And then you get on it 2 or 3 days later and it's like 2, 3, 4 pounds up. For me back then, crash out, complete crash out. I'm going to McDonald's and I'm getting me a fish fillet, large fry, and a large Dr. Pepper.
I knew it
Throw
wasn't
me
gonna work. I knew it wasn't gonna work.
throw me a frappe on the side, apple pie for later. Like we going all in because this ain't that. This ain't working.
Right.
And I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna eat bad the rest of the weekend, and then I'll start again on Monday and try. You know what I mean? Like the week's done. We'll try it again next week, maybe, or maybe we won't. Um, I think for me, like going through the nutrition plan and using the in body and just getting that sheet and just being able to just like look at the numbers and understand where I carry my weight and like the muscle mass and the fat and the percentages and how they correlate. It just like I don't can't tell you the last time I weighed because I do want to know, but like it's not driving my day to day.
Right.
True.
I'm going off of how I feel and like how my week has gone. And I think Vanessa said something to this point too. Like, what am I able to do? I taught spin Monday and Wednesday. I'm teaching it tomorrow. I've done boot camp at least 4 days this week. Like those are my drivers. Like I've been able to keep my body going all week and I'm not like to the point where I feel like I'm gonna crash out. Like I'm done. Like I want to sleep all day Saturday. So that to me tells me that I am fueling my body and that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Does weight matter? Yes. Yes. In the big scheme of things, yes. But
Yes.
is it important right now to me? No. Does it make me want to crash out? No.
True.
And with the nutrition, the more that I eat the good things and eat some of the not so great things, not bad, just not so great for me, and being able to listen to my body and how my body tells me, I know like some of those things, like a fish fillet doesn't taste the same to me anymore. Or, like
Yeah.
it doesn't do what it did before. And so like, and then the caramel frappe, that whole meal, no, don't even get me started on that. But like you just learn that there are some things that you just can't do like you
Yep.
used to. So yeah, the scale is important and it's extremely important. It will be more important for some people than others. It just depends on where you are in that journey. But for me, it's one in my bathroom and I can walk by it 30 days out of the month. Like it is not what I'm focused on. I'm focused on how my clothes feel. I'm focused on what I can do. If I can get up and go, if I can set my alarm for 4:30, get up, go to boot camp, and keep going with my day, then that's what it's about for me.
Yes. Yes. What you got, Christina?
Well, for me, we were always taught that the only number that you really need to focus on is what that scale says. So I've never been a person that stepped on the scale. We had one. It was very rare that I would ever step on it because I always knew that I was heavier than I looked. So, but for me, the biggest thing was when you find out that you 155 is what I started off with when I first started training with Ray at the beginning of 2020. Through pandemic, we got a little creative and I met him at the park and we still continued with workouts because I had a goal. And that was roughly 6 years ago. I'm 153 today, which is a 2-pound difference. You can't see 2 pounds gained or lost other than the number in the scale. But the body I had when I started Ray and the body that I have today, it's two different bodies. It's two different shapes. And having the in-body scan, knowing that, okay, this is how much of me now is lean muscle. This is how much of me is fat. We celebrate the fact, okay, I lost 5 pounds, but I lost it all in muscle. And you don't know that based off of a scale. Or I gained 2 pounds, but you lost this fat and you gained muscle, but all you're looking at is that big number. You're not focused on any other number because this is the number we were always taught to look at. How much
Right.
do you weigh? How much do you weigh? Not, well, what's your body fat percentage? What is your lean muscle mass? And literally the body I had 6 years ago, you want to put another number in play. Like I wore size 8 in women. I wear a size 4 today, 2-pound difference. Again, but I'm more muscular. I'm stronger. Like I said, I feel the greatest in my mid 40s than I did in my late to early 20s. So, that number literally doesn't mean anything other than it's just a number. To me,
Yes.
it doesn't because I don't gauge how much I weigh on the fact of I feel great. I feel like I look good. You know, I love the way I feel, period.
Yes. What you got, Vanessa?
So I absolutely love the in-body scanner. For me, the first time that I stepped on it and got my numbers and everything, and once Brian went over everything with me, for me, it was really interesting for someone who has struggled with their weight their entire life, basing it off the one number that's on your everyday scale up in your bathroom. And for the generation that I came from, that number was your like identity almost. I
Mhm.
mean, it really did some damage, I feel like mentally, seeing that number and when it fluctuated, and mine was always not in my favor. And then stepping on that in-body scale now as a 43-year-old mom of 3, wife, and seeing the, numbers broken down and not just that one number really opened my eyes to so many things. I mean, that scale is crazy. It literally tells you how much your limbs weigh.
Mhm.
For me, it was interesting to see that obviously I'm right-handed, so my right side is a lot more lean than my
Strong.
left side, and it just really opened up my eyes to a lot of things. The one thing that I really liked about the scale was the visceral fat, because now
Yes.
as a woman in the age bracket that I am in, and some of the other things like the medication that I'm on for cancer prevention, it's affecting certain things in my body. So to see that number was like, okay, I need to get this number down and
Yeah.
work on it to kind of hone into that one thing, because overall, that visceral fat for me is the most important thing, not the
Mhm.
overall number that I weigh
That's true.
198.
That's true.
Yeah.
We have had individuals in the program. We had one last week. She came in. We talked about it in what we did before, but she came in and she was actually up She was up on weight, and immediately got frustrated because she was up on weight. Looked at her numbers, and I'm looking at her numbers like, okay, she's up on weight, but she's not looking at everything else. She saw it, she didn't even look at everything else. She saw the number, that one number, the weight, discounted everything else.
Yep.
I said, your lean body mass is going like 3.5, 4 pounds. What are you upset for? Your body fat has dropped like 3%, 2.5%, 3%. Like, what are you upset about? Like, you have, yes, your body, your weight, your overall weight went up slightly. Got that. You picked up lean muscle mass. You know what I'm saying? It's I don't get it, man. I don't. It's a huge sabotage at times. And if you don't know, there are many individuals out there that are doing the correct thing, the right thing, total right thing, and will get so locked in on that freaking number and will totally go off kill. You know what I'm saying? With what they're doing. I just hate that whole situation isn't played the way it is, man. It's the entire situation. I gotta tell you guys too, even when you start going on your cycles, like don't get on the scale. Like if you're coming up on your cycle within a few days of coming up on your cycle, don't get on the scale because it's gonna show that. And the machine even tells you that. The machine tells you that not to get on the scale. But it's just we got to get around that way of thinking in regards to a lot of what you guys were told coming up in regards to, again, the waiting until first of the month or waiting until Monday. Monday, I'm going to put it in work, Brian. Today's Thursday. Why can't we start today? Or why can't we start tomorrow? Or resting and relaxing this entire fall, winter time frame and just getting nice and plump and, you know what I'm saying, sitting back, relaxing, whatever the case, and then want to go hard, starting
Come
January-ish, you know what I'm saying, to do that entire cycle all over again. But you can actually be in maintenance mode all year long. You can be in total maintenance mode all year long, man. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to put in that extra work to try to get to that certain level to meet summertime. You can be in maintenance, the whole year, the entire year, not putting in that much work. Why overkill yourself for that one time to get into that two-piece? Well, you could have maintained that entire piece the entire year to come back into that two-piece. It's just crazy. It's just like the way we think at times.
Yeah.
But yes.
Also, you don't need to be a specific number on the scale or look a certain way. Girl, if you want to wear that bikini, you wear that two-piece. You do you. I mean, I just, having daughters and, positive body image and whatnot, there is no set number on the scale that says, okay, you're approved now to wear that bikini. No, that's just not the way it works.
Not at all.
And another thing,
But
one thing that I kind of like, what'd you say, Kalisha?
I said, growing up, that's what we were told.
Yep.
That's right. That's what we were told.
Skinny
and
is
it's a
healthy,
hard
and it's
cycle.
like
the
skinniest person in the room can probably be the most unhealthiest.
Exactly.
So again, it's like to Vanessa's point, it's not using the words small, big, fat, skinny, healthy. Healthy looks different for everyone. Absolutely everyone.
Everybody. Yeah. Going back to Brian saying, don't take this time off. The rule of thumb that I have been using recently is never miss 2 workouts in a row. Like if you're taking a rest day on a Tuesday, make sure you're moving your body, lifting weights on that Wednesday, and never eat 2 meals that are not within your macros in a row also. It's okay to indulge and, have there's an untracked meal, I call it. Every Sunday night I eat an untracked meal with my family. I mean, we typically eat on the healthier side anyway, but I don't track my food. I'm very mindful about what we're eating and how much I'm eating of it because I know, like Alicia said, the next day, I don't want to feel like trash because I overindulged. But if I don't work out one day or just do my walk as an active rest day, the next day I am picking up some weights, whether I feel like it or not, because to miss 2 workouts in a row when I'm not ill or, feeling under the weather or whatever, you have to move your body and lift some weights. So that's really the rule of thumb that I've been following, and just really be mindful of what you're doing each and every day.
Yeah.
So that
For
is like a
me, it
habit for you.
Yeah.
What habit that you guys do have, each of you, that you do, a habit that you guys have? You've already pretty much said yours, Vanessa. You in regard to your, yes. What about yourself, Kalisha? Some type of habit that
my
you think the most established.
so mine is, um, not beating myself up, feeling like I didn't give 100%. So mine is, if I worked out today, if I walked today, if I spent any amount of time today active and moving my body, I gave 100% of myself to that day. Um, and I try to not put too much emphasis on my watch. My watch used to be the indicator of you did that today, and I try
Okay.
not to do that. So mine is, if I do anything physical, walk, teach, boot camp, whatever it is, I gave 100% of myself on that day, and not 30 and not 20, because I used to beat myself up. Oh, you only walked 3,000 steps today. Yeah, but I walked. Or you only did 20 minutes of a workout. Yeah, but I worked out. So
Yes,
that's mine. If I do anything, I gave 100% of myself on that day.
yes, yes, most certainly. What about yourself, Christina? Your habit.
My habit is more so food related. I have a habit of I have 2 days a week where I do my meal preps. Sunday is one of them. Like I said, I got this 3-day rule, so Wednesday is my next day. So I have a habit of taking those 2 days and being mindful of those are my 2 meal prep days. Also trying to make it easier for myself as well. And I do. I still, even though I am not on a nutrition plan or following numbers or trying to lose weight or gain weight, I still eat clean, try to eat leaner, Again, I do indulge in, had a Philly steak and cheese last night. So, I mean, I'm gonna tell on my with some fries, but I we have those times where we have those meals and it's okay, and you jump back on track. So those are my habits, as well as I do have my days that I stick and train with Braves. Those are my days, and I feel bad if I miss them. I do. Even if I'm on vacation, I'm like, "Phew, missing a great workout. I know I am." So, it's okay. But again, to
Yeah,
Khaleesi's point, I don't beat myself up.
exactly.
I just
Right.
don't.
And you shouldn't feel guilty, you know, for enjoying life, or, having a meal that's not within your macros. I mean, one of the phrases I can't stand is a cheat meal. Like, what are you cheating on? A
Right.
cheat meal? Like,
Yes,
literally, like, what are you
What
cheating
and who
on?
are you cheating on?
Like, I mean, it's part of life, and you need to have that type of balance to meet your goal. Like,
Mhm.
you eating so clean every single day within your macros, so restricted, that's not healthy. That's not mentally healthy. That is not physically healthy. It's just like feeling that you need to work out more than 20 minutes, like Kalisha said, or get, a whole full hour of boot camp in 5 days a week now, and make sure you don't miss Saturday. And, you know, those things are not healthy either. I mean, it
true.
doesn't need to be all or nothing. You're allowed to
Right.
have a healthy balance.
Yep.
Yes. It's we I think we've all made it that way. We've made it seem to be like this huge hard task. And it's not a hard task, man. You showing up is a win.
Yeah.
You signing up is a win.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
You attempting to eat well is a win. Like, I have individuals right now that they're in the program and they are, I guess, I don't know. I don't know where the the receiving the trophy number started or where it came from. You know what I'm saying? Like it's Brian, I've only lost 3 pounds. Wow. Like so now 3 pounds is nothing. When
Right.
medically 1.5 to 2 pounds a week is like normal standard data. You know what I'm saying? You're upset because you lost 3 pounds in a week. Like where else are they losing regularly 12 to 15 pounds a week? Like I need to know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Outside of
Right.
smoking crack, where else are they dropping 15? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just not healthy, man. Like you're losing 3 pounds. This is what I want you to do. I want you to go over there to that dumbbell rack. I want you to get that 3 pound weight, and I want you to carry it around with you everywhere you go for one full day.
And it's heavy.
To
Right,
give
and
you
it's
an
heavy.
idea of what 3 pounds is, man. 3 pounds is a hell of a lot of fat. That's a
Right. So
hell
if
of a
you
lot of fat. Man.
to give them a visual, then this is something I don't even remember who told me this. 3 pounds of fat is literally 12 sticks of butter.
Is
12
what?
sticks of butter.
12
Yes.
sticks of butter.
12
It's
sticks of
crazy, man.
butter.
It's crazy.
Is
Like
that not crazy?
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it, man.
You
Take that
literally
win
lost
and run
12
with it.
sticks of butter off your body somewhere.
Right.
Visualize that, you know, because
Yes.
4 sticks
Yes.
equals 1 pound. Like, I mean, that is awesome. I'm if the scale goes down, I'm like, okay, perfect. I don't
Yes.
even care if it's
Yes.
0.2.
Yes.
I know, right? Right.
You got to, man. We have to start falling into the mindset of the wins. Like, and that's a lot of individuals do not look at it that way, man. It's like I said, it's social media. Social media has created this freaking fake ass plateau of what you should, you know what I'm saying, of what good looks like or what success looks like. And we have put ourselves down so low and we're going to thinking like 3 pounds, like you're upset because you only lost 3 pounds this week. Well, I guess I did good. You know what I'm saying? You did great. You lost
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is a journey. This is not a freaking marathon or a race. This is not a race. It's a journey. You're on a journey right now that's never ending. Like this is a never ending journey. Your journey should be ongoing. It's an ongoing journey, both active and the way that you eat. Plain and
Yeah.
simple. You learn what
Lifestyle.
works for your body. What both of you guys said, you learn what works for your body. Certain
Mhm.
individuals I had an individual that was testing out different the rice. So she was eating jasmine rice at first, then she went to brown rice. She found out that she can't do brown rice. She had to go back to the jasmine rice because it put on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If she didn't see that data in place showing that, she would have never known that. You know what I'm saying? She would have
Yeah.
never known that. You have got to understand, it's like getting blood work. The same way that you will get blood work to figure out, I need to know what's going on my inside, internally in my
Yeah.
body.
Mhm.
That's why you get blood work. You get blood work to get all of the data in place. Okay, so this is the issue. This is the issue. This is the issue. Now I got it. Now I can work on this. Rather than,
Right.
as some of us individuals are still doing today, looking at that one number. Okay, I dropped the weight. I don't know where the weight came from. I don't know if it's good weight that I dropped. I don't know if it's because I didn't do any type of strength training. You know, I have no clue.
Right.
I'm going off that one number. You have got to understand what your numbers look like. And
Yeah.
until you do, you're just running around in circles, throwing darts at a dartboard with a blindfold on. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Plain and
Going
simple.
back to what Vanessa said, when I got the sheet, and I even text you, Brian, and said the first thing I looked at is a visceral fat because I know me being a woman, my age, Perry is on my shoulder heavy. Like it is important to get that number down. So to me, that's the thing that I look at. It's the fat around your major organs. That's not okay. You have to get that down. But again, to your point, Brian, it's about educating people on what they should be looking at, what the numbers mean, listening to your body, just making sure that you understand the complete process. And once you
Yes.
get it, like Christina said, it's muscle memory. You don't even
Yep.
have to think about it. You prep your food, you know what you can eat, You know what exercise you need to do for the week, and it's lifestyle, it's repetition, you move on. Unless there's something major that happens, or if there's something else that you want to do, a competition or whatever, then it's pretty much business as usual. You just got to understand and get there.
The only reason that we even do the scale right now, it's anything is like it's like school. You go to school, you learn the basics, the bare basics. Once you learn the bare
Mhm.
basics, then the reins are released from you, and then you're able to do other things. You know what I'm saying? The only
Right.
reason that we even start individuals out within the program with the scale, with the breakdown of all three macros, is for you to understand the scale and understand the
Mhm.
macros. Christina
Mhm.
mentioned it. Say backing off of what you just said, Kalisha. It's the muscle memory piece. I don't
Yep.
have to
Yeah.
put that piece of grilled chicken now on the scale to okay,
Exactly.
5.2. I ain't gotta do it no more because I know that piece
Right.
of that piece
4
of
scoops of this spoon.
yes, I
Mhm.
don't have to do it
Right.
no more. But you have got to understand the basics to do that. So you work with the
Yep.
scale. You understand the scale now. Okay, that's what this means. Okay, so when he says to get oats, rolled oats, 4 ounces or whatever the case of rolled oats uncooked, now I know what 4 ounces or 2 ounces of oats look like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
It's all muscle memory, man. It's all
It
a
is.
crawl, walk, run basis. I'm not gonna hand you the keys to the car out the gate. That's not gonna happen.
No.
That's not the way I train. I don't train, give you
Mhm.
the keys, you go full Monty, and then I watch you. That's not gonna happen.
Right.
I
Crash.
yes. I sit you down, we show you everything. This is what it is. These are your macros. These are the reasons why you have these macros. These are the reasons why you have these splits within these macros. This is the whole purpose. As you get better doing that, and as you get better doing that situation, then we move you
Yeah.
forward. Now you're picking your own foods. And now you're
Yeah.
understanding, okay, this is what falls here. This is what falls here. Okay, I need to back out of this because I can't do this. I can't eat this. Back to the example. I can't eat this rice anymore. It's understanding you and your body. I don't know your body. You know your
Right.
body.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we don't even know our own body at times until
Right.
we start eating certain things and like, okay, I can't eat that no more. That
Right.
actually
Because
picked
it
up.
goes back to how we were raised and how we grew up. You eat everything
Yes.
on that plate and you don't ask no questions,
Right.
Yes.
That's
whether
right.
you like it or not.
Yes.
Right?
It is.
So, I mean, you can't listen to your body when somebody telling you to eat everything. It doesn't matter
Right.
what your body is saying because you got to eat all the food on that plate. Your body don't matter. It's what
You know,
Granny said.
that switch method.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, it just goes back to like reframing the mind and just thinking about, okay, brown rice doesn't get it for me. Whole milk can't do it. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
just,
And that's me. I can't do whole milk. And I found that out.
yeah,
I found that out as I started. I'm like, why am I so freaking gas? And my daughter, same way. Like
Yeah.
she's the same free, like
yeah,
she drinks it. It's the same, I'm the same way, but I still eat ice cream. You know what I'm saying? And we'll
yeah,
sit back and
exactly.
we'll turn this room out.
Oh my gosh.
Care less.
Stomach doing the Harlem
They're like,
Shake.
but I really want that milkshake from Cookout. I ain't had whole milk in years.
Oh my goodness.
But hey, it is. You find out, you understand, you start to learn, man. You start to learn it's like, wow, I'm just
Yeah.
now understanding that it's crazy. It's like I had a girl, not gonna say her name, I'm sure she'll jump on and say it. But she was all about the crunches, the crunches. Oh my God, I gotta do this. Beyonce 600 crunch challenge, yada yada. Brian, can we please do just all crunches and boot camp, yada? Ladies, your body is under that. It is
Mm-hmm.
hidden by that fat. That fat is in place because of that food. Once you get to a level where you are getting rid of that food, all of that will be exposed. Like those muscles are under that
Yeah.
fat. It's up under that. You already got it. If you're able to get out on the ground right now and even think about doing 600 crunches a day, you're down there doing 30 crunches, 40 crunches, the muscle is there. Like
Yeah.
you're showing yourself that the muscle is there because the average person just can't get down and do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're
Mm-hmm.
showing yourself that the muscle is there. So it's there. It's
Yeah.
from the kitchen. The kitchen is the freaking key. I don't care what nobody says, the kitchen is the key. You're running an uphill battle
Yep.
just doing workout and eating like crap. It does not work. The moment you apply that food in place is when the magic
Mhm.
starts to happen.
Yeah.
That's fact.
Abs are made in the
Yeah.
kitchen.
Yep.
Right.
They
And
are.
also, if you, I mean, I know people are like, I want a whole ab session in boot camp. Like, we want to do a day full of abs. But if you think about it, honestly, if you really think about it, and if you truly pay attention to every other day, pull day, push day,
You're
glutes,
already doing it.
if
You're
you're
doing it.
engaging your body like you should, you're working your abs
Yep.
every single day.
You are.
So, I mean,
You're working
it
your whole
makes
core
you
every single day.
harder-
Yes.
yes,
Every
yes,
day.
And the,
Yep.
you
the
are
harder
working
you
your
push, the
core.
more you really engage. And
Yeah,
what I mean
yeah.
by that is the more you up those weights, the more you're gonna have to engage that core to push your body up when you're doing squat properly.
Yeah.
Not your back, but your abs. Your abs are engaged and you're like, I gotta
Yep.
push myself back up.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true.
I have never
Alicia.
done. I don't do abs. I don't do an ab workout. I
Right.
got some phenomenal looking abs, but I don't show them. But I didn't get it I got it by doing things in the kitchen. That was majority of it, and then just engaging them when I did my workouts.
Yep.
It's like an individual going through competition. I think I asked Jillian. I said how many, and I actually told them the guys before they even started. I said you're gonna notice, you're gonna find out a few things when you're going through doing this competition. As far as your training, you're gonna find out that a lot of stuff that you had or that you thought was the case is not the case, and that one of those things was that ab workout. Like it's with a few of them, they had to, even Christina, Jimmy, like all of them. It was imperative for them to stop doing boot camp, which was too much cardio to build muscle. For you to be thinking about that prior to even doing a competition, you're like, that don't make sense. I should be able to still do the boot
Oh, I
camp
can
because the
attest
boot
to
camp.
that. Ray and I
That's
would
what
get
I'm
drop
saying.
down arguments because I would not give
Yes.
boot camp up.
Yes.
I was going
You
to boot camp and then going to see him right after boot camp, 3 days a week. That is how insane it was. And then
you
finally,
would build the muscle. It's impossible to. You have got to. It's impossible to. It's impossible to keep that muscle like that with doing that much cardio. And that's again doing a competition. What I was saying earlier with the abdominal piece, I asked them, you will not do, you may or may not do too much ab work going through a competition. Guaranteed. How would I not build it? Why would I stop doing ab work to do competition? Because your food is going to take care of that. Because again, the muscle is already there. It's just not exposed. Once you do the food correctly, the muscle will become exposed. And she'll tell you she has not done. They didn't do. You don't get on the ground and do 1,000 sit-ups for a competition. It's there already. Like it's the food exposes
yeah.
the bulk of that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you do touch on it. You do touch on it. Yes, you can touch on it. But you're not going to a session for a competition to go on stage. Your trainer's not going to have you when they're doing sessions of abdominal work. It's not going to be the case. Okay, hey, Ray, when are we doing all the abs? Get your ass under that bench and let's push this. We're not doing abs. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're
You
not
seen
doing
Jillian's abs, and I mean,
Yes.
she
We're not.
tell you she
not
don't
to
she don't do abs, and hers look
like all of them.
fantastic.
All of them. Jillian, Tracy Morrow, like all of them. They're not showing that at all, man. Like they're not in there doing ab workouts. It's not the case.
No.
It's just once you understand, man, once you understand how the body is developed, and a lot of times when I ask individuals, I think you will be good for a show. I let them know, man, that you're gonna learn so much of this. If nothing else, if you don't take trophies, if you're not trying to do this for no type of ongoing thing as far as going on stage, what you will learn in this entire process is how the body is actually developed. And it's gonna blow your mind once you go through the training and be like, wow, okay, so I was doing all this for this reason. And it for my own reason, in regards to thinking, it was not even necessary. It's not necessary, man. You need a mix. You need a mix of workouts. A mix of workouts. If I got an individual right now trying to gain muscle, don't do the boot camp every time. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up strength training or don't give up boot camp because again you want that functional muscle. But do the strength training. Stop. Get a trainer. Have somebody train you. Stop. Go back to go back to your high rocks or your CrossFits or your boot camps. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to give up that functional muscle.
Right.
Picture an individual on stage. That's what they do. That's all they do. Their functional muscle piece has not ended. Is nothing close to what it used to be. You know what I'm saying? Nothing close to what it used to be.
Mhm.
You see that big dude on stage that's doing competitions, and you're looking at him like, oh my God, he's so freaking strong. That, first of all, he's not strong. That's first and foremost. That's the other reverse thinking in regards to the guys on stage and the women on stage, like they're freaking strong. They are strength depleted, actually. That's like the worst. It may look a certain way, but that's like the worst body strength there is. You know what I'm saying? They look a
Right.
certain way, but they're carb-less. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that you will learn when you go through that process. A lot that you'll learn, but you have got to make a mix of what you do. You keep a mix in what you do. I do strength training alone for a while. I switch it around. I do a CrossFit for a while. Back to strength training. I want a certain look, and that look is, again, functional muscle. I don't want to be big, walking around big for nothing,
Right.
and I can't run. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I don't
Right.
want to be that way. I want to be a certain size and still be functional enough to be able to do burpees, run, jump, pull up, the whole nine, not just some big dude walking around. That's not me.
And that's what I
Right.
told Ray when I first got with him. You know, he asked me what my goal, what my expectation from him was, and I had two things. One of them was I did not just want to look strong, I wanted to be strong. I don't want to look the part and not be able to take that 70-pound preset barbell and be able to put it back on the shelf. I want to be able to easily lift that up and put that.
Right.
And then, of course, the other thing was just a selfish reason. I just didn't want to lose my booty. But those are my two stipulations from him. Like, I literally, I don't want to look the part. I want to be the part.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Most certainly. And that was what I was saying with you guys, man. A lot of you guys, man, are so freaking strong, man. Vanessa was talking about it with the bench press. Like, many of you all are so strong. I'll be doing boot camp, and I'll have the bench press piece up front. And I'll see the same lady get down, or same ladies get down, and they'll have that bar with that one little freaking 2.5-pound donut. And I'm like, I know you can put that 10-pound on both sides. I know you can. Like, I know you can. It's just in the head that they're comfortable. It's like, that's what I see. It's right here. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put the 10s on. Put the 10s on, and I'm acting as though I'm helping her with the ball. I'm not even touching the damn ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not even touching it. Oh, you got this. Come on, push it.
Yep.
But it's that mental game, man. It's that mental.
It
You
is.
have got to.
It's that
you've got to
fear
get
that I'm
mental
gonna
front.
come down and I'm not gonna be able to get back up.
Yes.
And you
Yes.
being there, even on the rear squats, you being there and saying, okay, get lower, do this with your form. As long as they know they have that support behind, they're going to do it. And they can.
Yes.
Right.
They can
It's
do
kind
it.
of like when you're teaching your kid how to ride a bike and they still think that you're holding on to the back of the seat, but you're really not, and they're doing it all on their own.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Yep,
know, it's
yep.
just it's
Support.
wild how much our minds control our abilities.
A lot of what we do. A lot of what we do. Control it
Mhm.
both good and, unfortunately, in a lot of bad ways, man. It's crazy. Get out your head. Get out your head.
Yep.
Get out your head. Get out your head.
Yep.
Yep. Ladies, we could do this for about 2-3 hours right now. I swear to God. This is a good one, man. This was a very good one.
Yeah.
We have some requests though for a pre-menopause discussion. What y'all guys to get your hands prepared for talking about this one. I was told some of y'all got something which you brought for this discussion that we're gonna talk about. What is that? If you know,
If you know, you know. Because Perry is not a joke.
No, it's not.
Guys,
Stay
this is
tuned for
something
next
that
session.
this is discussion is going to be wild because this is something I had no freaking clue. We were talking about this. We were actually discussing this the end of the last episode we did, and each of them kept saying Spice. I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? Like, Old Spice is a dude's deodorant. Like, what are they? They kept saying, Brian, you have no clue. First and foremost, Old Spice is one of the strongest. I didn't even know they had different freaking scents. Female scents of Old Spice. I had no Old Spice in my head is my grandfather throwing Old Spice under his arm and putting that aftershave on his face. That's the only thoughts of Old Spice I knew of, but I did not know. But we're gonna talk about premenopause episode 3. This is gonna be a wild one. Oh wait. Ladies, it was nice. It was nice. Guys, we look forward to seeing you all next week again, same time, Friday, every Friday, 8 p.m. Dropping a new episode. Please subscribe. We will talk to you guys next week. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.